you have a maximal strength contraction that can take, I don't know, 200 milliseconds. But most sporting injuries happen in like 30, 40 milliseconds. It doesn't matter how strong you are because you can't contract the muscle enough to resist the force. Does that make sense?
Yeah, so it's basically like an example would be, you got someone, they have no problem squatting 225 pounds. They can control it. They can do squats to a box and stand up powerfully. But the time it takes for that knee to go through the full range of flexion and extension to perform the exercise, when they're live training, it's so fast that the actual quad muscle and the hamstrings and supporting muscles can't fire to prevent flexion or extension or mitigate rotation. And so that's what's causing the injury.
Correct. Yeah, exactly. So,
and this is to build on that. I mean, it's people that I'm thinking of in my head. A lot of it's like, I don't understand. I'm strength training so frequently, and I know that I'm, quote, strong. I can't believe it happened.
Yeah.
It's
so,
like,
yeah, if the just get can't get wrong strong motto worked, then strong people wouldn't get injured. That obviously is not the case, right? You look at Gordon Ryan; he's pretty jacked. He tore his LCL. You take, Andre Govau, he went into ADCC with the torn ACL. So these are strong dudes. So it's not like just get stronger is necessarily enough. You can strengthen connective tissue. So generally what I do, and this is never done, is, and this is a concept I got from functional range systems, but when I include knee training, is I want to train knee rotation. So that's a thing that almost is never trained. Because generally when people are doing is they're just doing bilateral sagittal plane movements. But injuries don't happen in the sagittal plane for grappling. They're going to happen in the frontal plane where the knee doesn't bend, or rotation. So these are ways that I know that if I do end range isometrics, I can start to initiate the strengthening process for ligament and connective tissue. Now the big thing is, how does this actually transfer to a injury reduction risk? That research doesn't exist. But if I can train active range of motion in rotation, well, obviously as my knee's moving in the frontal plane, before it moves in the frontal plane, it's going to rotate. So if I have more rotational capacity, that gives me maybe a slight buffer of maybe I can move or etc.